Fortune telling and divination within astrology. Is this a thing, or are we completely wrong about astrology in that regard? Hi, I am Fratello, I am a magician and I am an astrologer. I'd like to bring the stars and your pagan roots back into the world so that we can create a better world. So, and if we look into astrology and forecasting, well, that is actually the correct way of looking into this, because just as the weather forecast isn't divination or fortune telling, so too astrology isn't that. If I compare the both, fortune telling is actually the one thing I really avoid in my life, because in itself it is like a spell carried into the future. If something bad comes out, then this is the thing that will happen, definitely, with nothing that can be done about it. So this is definitely not a thing that you would find in astrology. I mean, there are certain archetypes connected to the planets and to the zodiac, and with that we can see sort of like a theme, like in the weather forecast, what is likely to happen is a thing of likelihood. So just imagine in astrology, when we use when we already you're using weather forecast, there is weather forecast in astrology. Now, let's just say the transits currently are so that floodings might happen. So a lot of heaviness in water, a lot of placements there. Would you expect that the entire world is going to flood because I predicted floodings in the world? No, it's just certain places that are perhaps prone to flooding. So I don't necessarily see Mongolia standing in water or anything. So it is a forecast, and it is just of a likelihood. On our weather apps, we see that there's like likelihood of 60% that it will rain, and so on and so forth. Now, divination. Well, there is a form of divination in astrology, obviously, and it's called the horary. So if you cast a horary chart, and it's completely it's read differently than usual natal charts, for example, or transits. It has slightly different meanings, very similar and connected, obviously, but horary charts are a field in itself. So you can use divination in astrology, but is astrology divination? And that's, again, a no, because also this is projecting certain images and certain outcomes into the future, whereas astrology will give you the themes that are coming up. And the themes can be challenging, especially like with Saturn, for example, or when certain planets move into the 12th house and the like. And the important thing here is if you have behaved in a good way, and if you set yourself up like in preparation or just karmically very good, then yes, Saturn rules karma and time. So if you set up yourself karmically very good, then in a difficult Saturn cycle, you might encounter this this difficulty, but with an ease, and perhaps with early rewards even. So Saturn, as much as I am not so fond of it, and others are fond of it, I'm just putting out my personal experience here. As much as I'm not fond of it, it does hold grand rewards. And in things of the 12th house, if, like I said, you prepare, so to speak, the 12th house placements, which are sort of like the unknown, what is not very consciously known by you, you can actually then know, because, well, you study astrology or the importance of certain placements, and you know what to prepare for. And if you're prepared, then you can avoid certain pitfalls. So, just to bring the analogy back to weather forecast, if I'm telling you that there's a 90% chance of it raining, will you go out in a t-shirt, or will you bring an umbrella? And that's the thing about astrology. It is a forecast, but it is not divination, and it is certainly not fortune telling. So I hope you got something out of this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.